What's up, everybody? I had to come back on and talk about this story again today. Sorry that I'm going back over this, but it needs to be talked about. I was just watching the video by H3H3 the other day from yesterday or the day before on UMG demonetizing videos, and they had things about this new partnership that YouTube is having with UMG. And then they talked about, they showed screenshots of Mr. Beast about him having all his videos demonetized by UMG, but that's not really the story. I think the story that they're missing is this. So here are two tweets that came out. So I did a video on this story of the Universal Music Group fire that happened in 2008. They updated the story last night on the New York Times, but there are two tweets that came out the day after my video, which only has 100 and something thousand views, whereas a channel that has 80,000 subscribers, 10 times less, thank you, Chuck, has 50,000 more views. So they throttled back my video, which only got about 5,000 views on the first day, something that was in the news. So if you look at this here, this is a tweet. Hold on, it'll clear up. We're so excited to partner with YouTube to remaster. Okay, they're remastering. What are they remastering? You see Tom Petty on there? Well, Tom Petty's masters were supposedly destroyed, okay? I'm not sure how they're remastering destroyed masters. And here's Susan, who's the who runs YouTube, excited to partner with UMG to remaster all these old videos, okay? What are they remastering? They're remastering the videos or they're remastering the audio? Because if you look on Spotify, you always see these things remastered, or Apple Music, remastered. If you go, oh, by the way, I have a discount code for my book. I'll throw it out there right now. It's RB626, today's date, 20% off anything in my store. I do that just to do that. Okay, so I'm going to read you some things. This outraged me more than anything, and it's not that Bryan Adams lost his masters, which is outrageous, but Bryan Adams blocks everything on YouTube. So here's some of the people from, this is the new updated list from the New York Times today, okay? Okay, 38 Special, 50 Cent, Bryan Adams, Nat Adderley, Aerosmith, Red Akins. I mean, this goes on from Adam Ant to Louis Armstrong, Joan Armatrading, Burt Bacharach, Elvin Eiler. I mean, these are just the A's. I mean, this list is so long. Art Blakey, Hal Blaine, Mary J. Blige, Blink-182, Pat Boone, Boston. So these are the masters. Okay, the masters are the things that when you say a remaster happens, it happens from the master. You put the master tape, the 2-track, okay, that the mixdown goes from, and you master it from that. You remaster. That's what remastering it is. So it goes on to say things, everything from Keith Jarrett to Pat Metheny, everything that's on ECM Records, all the master tapes are destroyed, okay? The Eagles, Elton John, Sheryl Crow, Soundgarden, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, all these things are unbelievably valuable. That's part of America's culture. All this music, all the chess masters, Chuck Berry, Howlin' Wolf, every blues thing that you can imagine, all destroyed. They purposely, look, I don't believe in conspiracy theories, but come on. My video has 100,000 views. It came out 4 days after the fire happened and the stories came out in the New York Times, LA Times. They've updated the story and the list goes on and on and on. I was in the A's, but the art that cannot ever be recreated, the things that are 2-track masters, things like Chuck Berry that were only recorded to 2 tracks. Sheryl Crow is interviewed and she said that she had B-sides that she had never released that were on those mixdown reels that will never, ever be heard. Well, that's probably the case for many of these artists. Okay. Now in my video, I talked about Jimmy Page kept all the Zeppelin masters. He had them at his house. Okay. So when he went in to have them remastered in 1999, by George Marino at Sterling Sound. He brought the master tapes himself of all the Zeppelin records and had them all remastered. So when you see things that are remastered, what are they remastering from? You know what they're remastering from? They're remastering from mastered versions already that have already been compressed and EQ'd. Okay? This should be out. This is false advertising. Now, I don't know why people are not outraged on this. I think because they don't understand the gravity of the story. So 4 artists yesterday came out with a $150 million suit against UMG, who is the biggest people that are blockers on YouTube, demonetizers. Now, I don't care about demonetizing. I make, the stuff that I make, the money I make to support my channel is done through my website, through book sales, through you buying coffee mugs and t-shirts, okay? You can't count on things being monetized on here. All my big videos are demonetized. Every one of them are demonetized. That's just a given to me, There's no reason for me to complain about it, right? And I am 100% behind H3H3. I love that they take this on. I love that Mr. Beast posted his things with all the UMG takedowns on here. This needs to be exposed. But for those of you that are out of the loop on what happened, I just said, I'm out of the loop. What happened? In 2008, there was a fire on a backlot building at Universal Studios in LA. And the master tapes, the 2-track masters, and probably a lot of the 24-track and 48-track final versions of the songs, everything from Nirvana Nevermind to Soundgarden Super Unknown to Chuck Berry to Sheryl Crow's records to The Police to 50 Cent to Eminem, all these things were destroyed, okay? So when they say that they are remastering this and they put it on they put it on Spotify, remastered version, remastered this, remastered that, or YouTube is promoting things, and they're purposely keeping my videos down on this subject, which they probably will throttle this live stream back so it doesn't get that many people because I'm talking about this subject. They don't want this subject talked about because Universal's pays YouTube. I love YouTube. YouTube's been great to me. There's people on here watching this because of YouTube. Okay? I understand they have a business to run. They have to make money. But this Warner Music Group has a bunker in a mountain that has concrete on it. That's a concrete room that has fire suppression stuff. Universal, I don't even know what they were doing. These guys were actually fixing the roof and they're using a blowtorch. This is how the fire started. In 2008, they've been able to keep this quiet for 11 years. I don't know how. I'm not sure how. But when H3H3 did this story about this, I started watching their video and they just keep talking about demonetizing. Demonetizing. Talk about the fact that Universal doesn't even have the masters of the things that they're demonetizing on your videos, okay? Because they were destroyed 11 years ago. That's the story. That is the real story there. That there is no Chuck Berry, there's no Bill Haley, there's no... the list is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I'll keep going down more of them here. The Carpenters, they talked about that. Hoagie Carmichael. Ray Charles, Chubby Checker, Ornette Coleman, Alice Coltrane, John Coltrane, all his Impulse releases. Crosby and Nash, Counting Crows, all their records gone. There's so many things on here. Neil Diamond, Bo Diddley, Kenny Dorham, great jazz musician that you should know. Eminem, Gil Evans, The Fifth Dimension, the Blind Boys of Alabama, John Fogerty, the Eagles. It's unbelievable. Patty Griffin, Guns N' Roses, Charlie Hayden, Johnny Hartman, Coleman Hawkins, Roy Haynes, every style of music that you can imagine, rap, hip hop, R&B, Motown, anything you can think of, all this stuff was destroyed in this fire. So when you see that Universal is putting out remasters They are mastering stuff that was put using inferior converters to 16-bit converters that were probably transferred in the late 90s. Okay? Hold on. I got to banhammer somebody. Here's this yawn. Who's this guy here? Boom. Yawn. There we go. I feel better now. So if people are not outraged by this, so, Universal's going to get sued by all these things, by the Eagles, by Soundgarden, by 50 Cent. They're going to get sued by them. That's just a fact. Sheryl Crow. It's like, where are our masters? The masters are supposed to get returned to the artists after 35 years, but Universal could not keep them safe. Okay. So a huge part of history of American culture, of British culture, of world culture, anything that was on that Universal owns, all of ECM Records. When I saw Keith Jarrett on there, I said, oh, it must be Pat Metheny too. Yeah, must be Jan Garbarek. I mean, they didn't list all the things because this is a New York Times article. There are 500,000 songs that were lost. It's probably more than that. What were they doing all in one room? What were they doing in one building? They were probably just sitting on shelves, metal shelves. And that stuff went up like, you ever burn a Christmas tree after Christmas? For those of you that believe in Santa Claus, I hope my kids aren't watching. Anyways, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable that this happened. And I had to come on and talk about it again because they're not going to push my video on this. They're just not. Because I guarantee you they said that Universal said as part of their deal, hey, if any of these stories come up, don't push them. Don't push videos that are about this fire. How could my video have 100,000 views on this thing that's been in the news? I mean, are there people that really haven't heard about this right now? I mean, seriously. This is unbelievable. They kept it secret for 11 years, and they're purposely keeping it secret still. I mean, come on. My video that I did the other day has 100,000 views. It had 5,000 views the first day. I'm like, come on. This is ridiculous. How is this possible? How is this possible? This is the real story. It's not just the demonetization. I mean, they love demonetizing videos, right? Of masters they don't even have. They don't own them. Oh, they have digital copies of them, right? But where are the tapes? Where are the tapes? The actual master tapes. Well, they've been gone for 11 years, so they're demonetizing things. This is what, I don't want to get any lawsuits against them. I don't care about the demonetization. If H3H3 wants to go after these people and complain, and Mr. Beast and people that actually have power on this platform, I don't have any power on this platform. If they want to go after them for demonetization, they should say, well, you guys don't really own the masters. That's the angle that they should take. Not, you have no right demonetizing our things for no reason, especially since you don't have the physical masters of them. Do you really own them? Prove that you own them. Where are they? If you say you own this material, cough it up. Let's see it. Bring it into court. Bring in the reels. They're metal reels, that half-inch tape that house these things that all melted at 3,000 degrees. What's H3? H3H3 is a huge YouTube channel and a huge podcast. That's what they should be doing. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, you guys know Mr. Beast. He's got 20 million subscribers on YouTube. If he's mad about UMG demonetizing his videos, which he should be, he should sue them because he has the money to do that. He should say, I don't believe you own these masters. I don't believe that you can demonetize my videos. Show us the masters. His lawyer should say, prove it. Bring them into court. Bring those masters. Let's see them. Where are the final mixdown reels that you say you own? Oh, you have a digital copy? Well, that's not what these artists, these artists are going to sue them for this stuff. This is like, they've basically burned up anything of value. This is that's what they own. That's what this music company owns, are these things. These are the things of importance, right? That's where the value. Prove it. Show me the masters. You say you own this and you're demonetizing my videos? Where are they? Have your lawyers bring them into court. Get Mr. Beast and some of these big channels to do that. That's what they ought to do. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Universal is going to get sued by all these artists, as they should. The police, I mean, Sting, the estates of Chuck Berry, of whoever, that have been making money on these things forever. That's the hashtag. Show me the masters. Jimmy Page, I saw Rotten Roller here, is the smartest man in music to avoid this mess. That's right. Give me the master tapes. Show me the masters. Show me that you own them and you can demonetize my video. That's what Mr. Beast should say. That's what H3H3 should say. That's what PewDiePie should say. That's what all these people should say that have gotten these demonetization things. Warner, WMG, they can find them. They can go in their thing. They look in their computer. They can pull them right down. Here they are. We own these masters. You see? UMG, who's the biggest culprit of this stuff? There you go. Show me the master. Show me the masters. That should be the hashtag, right? If you want to do that. Show me the masters. That's the Universal Audio thing. You want to get your demonetization back? You want to have them remonetize, reinstate your videos? There you go. That's all I have to say on this. It's outrageous. And the fact that my video, that no one watched my video there, in comparison to how many subscribers I had, the thing was throttled back. Some nothing channels, no offense, but channels with a couple thousand subscribers had, the first day had more views than I did. It's like, who are they pushing this out to? Well, they're really pushing this out to nobody. If you want to buy my book, this is how I support my channel. I don't do it on monetization of these videos, okay? I don't depend on it. UMG, Warner, Sony will figure out a way to demonetize this because somebody's playing something, down the street and my mic is picking it up. But the discount code, 20% off anything in my store. You want to buy a mug or a t-shirt, support my channel. It's RB626 is the discount code. You put it in when you buy something. That's all I have to say on this, but show me the masters. That's the hashtag right there. You want to put it up on Twitter? Go for it. Thank you, everybody. I've got a video I'm going to put out tomorrow that I'm working on right now, but I had to say it. I'm ticked off. Thanks.